What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here, and today we gotta talk about the newest One Piece movie set to come out on August 6, 2022. One Piece Film Red, the 15th installment of the One Piece movies. Now, last night we got some new information regarding the film. I kind of wanted to wait until we got news of, let's say, a teaser, trailer, a visual, something that was there so I can actually sink my teeth into and discuss my thoughts on it. And of course, get confirmation regarding certain characters' involvement in it based on the actual, the title of the film and stuff, and certain marking on it. But we gotta talk about it, man. Film Red is finally coming, the 15th installment of the One Piece movies, set to come out almost exactly 3 years to the date since the last One Piece movie, Stampede. If you didn't go and see Stampede in theaters, I mean, you probably missed out on what was one of the greatest movie experiences, being in a theater, in a little seat, just with a whole room of One Piece fans just going crazy for the series. You'll get a second chance of that with Film Red, because this looks to be a very promising movie. We have Oda, of course, that's going to be there as the original story and general producer for it. It seems like this is going to has some canon elements potentially that's going to be in this film. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but the way that things are going right now, I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case for this upcoming film. We have Goro Taniguchi, who's going to be the director of this film. For those of you guys who are familiar with the name, Goro Taniguchi is famous for his work on Code Geass as a director for that, with Sunrise. So it's pretty big news too. And obviously we had learned something from Oda, that Taniguchi was the first person to ever animate Luffy. We're talking about back in the day, in the 1990s and stuff, like in 99 when the anime was coming out, and like the Romance Dawn stuff. So to have him from back then looped all around into 2022 when he's gonna be working on this film with Luffy again, it's gonna be crazy. And obviously, of course, we have confirmation the Straw Hats are going to be in this movie. And anybody actually thought that they didn't have a chance of being in here? I'm like, really? The biggest merchandise pushers? Like, it's like almost telling me that you don't want Michael Jordan playing in the finals against the Lakers. That's the same energy you're carrying if you don't want Luffy in this film. He's going to be in it. We have to discuss the things that were brought up in this trailer, and of course the individuals that are in it, and discuss what potentially this movie could be about before we get more information to come, possibly at Jump Fest or so. We have to start off with the actual first message in regards to what exactly this film is going to be about, and of course we have a translation regarding Oda's note regarding that. And it says here, "We are making a movie Red. I'm tired of drawing legendary old men in movies, LOL." Okay, hold it. Let me draw a girl. This is the character we want to create now. That's how it started. Did you know that the great director Goro Taniguchi, who now seems like he's making something totally different from One Piece, was actually the first person in the world to make Luffy into an anime? And now we have a lot of surprises in store for you. The new movie Red. Please let your fantasizing fuel your imagination while you look forward to it. I mean, what else can we say, man? This film looks like it's going to have a lot of promise going into it. I mean, of course, we're going to have our imaginations run wild, but let's go over some of the stuff that we actually get to see first. So before diving into the trailer, we actually get a poster regarding a certain character who's going to have an involvement in the movie, and seems like it's probably going to be an ally of the Straw Hat Pirates during this film. So we see this girl here who has like this headset on, looks like attire more so than when you're going to a concert, like a musician per se, and sporting wings on the back, similar to the burkas and all that that we get to see like in the One Piece story. And the actual title, or like I say, the message I would say in the actual poster says, "An almighty voice with fiery red locks." So I have to presume, based on the actual design of the character, that she's gonna have very deep red hair, possibly the exact same coloring that we're seeing in the background and stuff. May exactly be what her hairstyle is and stuff. And the eyes are covered, so we don't get a full design. But I have to assume that with Jump Festa coming up, we may get news regarding exactly who this person is, what their involvement will be with the Straw Hats in this movie. And we actually get the actual trailer. Now, the trailer itself is very interesting. I mean, it's only 30 seconds long, but it actually provides some interest. So the trailer starts off with this music sheet, and over the course of it, you see these linings that are dyed in red start to come off the pages, and you hear this person speaking, who I presume is going to be our main antagonist of the movie, because it doesn't sound like the narrator, and it doesn't sound like a certain individual who shows up at the end. But they basically say, in regards to the girl that's in the poster, will her voice bring eternal happiness or endless imprisonment? And then we get the title of One Piece Film Red, the D, of course, having 3 linings across over it. And as soon as the title breaks, the Yonko himself, red hair Shanks, is showing up in the forefront. So confirming that we are going to be getting Shanks in this movie. Now, I think this is going to be a very, very special movie just off the fact that Shanks will be in it. But it offers up some, ideas and thought in regards to what exactly Oda wants to do here. Now, coming off the back of Mugen Train from Kimetsu no Yaiba and how well that film did for Japan in terms of the anime and manga industry, in terms of the revenue that it brought in, I feel like Oda may have been inspired because of the success of Mugen Train that he may want to do the exact same thing possibly with Film Red. So it could mean that not only is this original story going to have elements of canon material, but it may be something of what we could see in the manga. But again, it's like you have to watch the movie and then get ready for what's to come afterwards and the arcs to come. Maybe after Wano we get to start seeing some stuff regarding Shanks, but you may have to watch this movie to prepare yourselves for what's to come possibly. I wouldn't be opposed to an actual canon movie because, again, it would actually give more people a reason to go and watch the films. I know one of the criticisms that some people have regarding the movies is that's filler, something that people can attach to that will carry on into the next one. I mean, obviously Strong World with Shiki, and then finding out his involvement afterwards with the Rocks Pirates and all that. Film Z with Zephyr and his involvement with the Marines. It has all of those things, but I feel like this one is going to be very different. I feel like because, again, as I said, regarding Mugen Train and all that, I do think that Oda may actually be inspired of what happened with Mugen Train and may want to capitalize on that success with Film Red. Now, we know One Piece, the biggest series in anime and manga and stuff, it is the pinnacle of our literature for a reason. And I feel like right now, this is the perfect time to really capitalize on the final express going towards the end of the story and having this movie, I guess the thing that plateaus One Piece to that very next level. It's already at that level, but I feel like this film could actually do that. Now, what exactly could it be about? I mean, with Shanks' involvement, I have to assume that it could be of two different perspectives, possibly, where we follow the Straw Hats and their adventures in that film, and getting to see whoever this woman is and the interactions with the person's voice that we hear in the trailer as the antagonist, and then we see what's going on Shanks' side. Now, they could be on the same island, possibly, when all these events are going down, and they may have something to where Shanks is doing one thing, Luffy's doing one thing, and at the end of the film we get to see the two of them meet each other, or potentially have something to where they kind of intersect, pass by each other, they don't actually see each other, but they start to feel that one's presence is there on the island, but alluding to the fact that we will eventually see them. I don't know if Oda will actually do it. I mean, if you're going to ever do something like the Luffy being Shanks moment, I think the only way you can top that in the manga is by doing this in the movies. And I feel like a moment like that alone is something that you would want to see in theaters. And if it is confirmed to be like a canon movie, like it's essential, you need to know this kind of stuff for what's going on in the actual story, then yeah, Film Red is going to be must-see television, must-see theater experience. Like, I hope that we do get an official release for it. Of course, we know it's going to be coming out in Japan August 6, 2022. There's no news yet regarding a Western release, but I would have to presume that we will be getting one maybe shortly afterwards. But considering how big One Piece is, I would be genuinely shocked if we don't get something within, let's say, a few weeks, maybe a month after its release. I mean, even then, it's kind of cutting it close because we'll have to deal with spoilers and all that. But I have to have some kind of hope that we are going to get that official release for the West, all that, because look, man, if I have to cross the sea, if I have to cross the ocean, if I have to do what my man Odin was doing, trying to get on Whitebeard's ship, I will do the exact same thing for this film. You told me that Shanks is in here, my Yonko, I have to do it. I'll cross the ocean for him, man. But I have a lot of excitement for this film. Obviously, with the information that we have so far, there isn't too much to really go off of. But with this girl, I do feel like she's probably going to be somebody that is going to be an ally to the Straw Hats. Maybe something to do with her voice has to come down to her fruit. Maybe something to do with hockey, potentially. And what kind of dangers or, maybe fortunes that it does bring forth, I don't know. This is kind of going off whatever information we have that's there. And I feel like this film is going to be a tone setter for what's to come with the end of the story. And if it is canon to everything that's about to come down, I am really going to be excited for it. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below regarding One Piece Film Red, the trailer, the posters, all this stuff. Like, what do you make of what's about to go down based on all the information that we have? Do you think there's a possibility that Shanks and Luffy are actually going to meet each other in this movie? Do you feel like this could be a canon movie by Oda? And do you think that he's using this as a way to kind of capitalize on the success of Mugen Train and take things to the next level by making One Piece the one that stands out in this regard. Let me know all that down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of One Piece week in and week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shanks, stay up to date with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Commodore signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going